I Want Answers is made possible by...
After finishing high school, I immediately got married and started my family. Without a college degree, I found that pretty quickly my options were limited. When I started looking around for a college program for working adults, I quickly found that Rogers State was a great fit. They worked with me to get financial aid, offered classes that fit my busy schedule, and gave me personalized attention that I couldn't get at a larger school. Rogers State definitely started me on my professional career.
And by...
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA's low-cost, reliable power touches 75 of 77 counties in Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes in the state, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Today, GRDA's 500-member workforce continues to produce the same power for progress that has benefited the state for over 75 years.
And by...
At OU, you become
a free thinker,
a trailblazer,
a teammate.
You become relentless,
artistic,
passionate,
innovative.
OU's #1 in the nation in the number of National Merit Scholars enrolled at a public university and is a leading institution for academic excellence and value.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU, the University of Oklahoma.
And by...
We face the day with purpose. We speak truthfully, if we need to speak at all. Promises are what we keep. Anger is what we don't. Whatever must be done, we do it. Until it's done. Until it's right. We show respect and work to earn it. We live this code. We are this code.
We are cowboys.
Are you a cowboy?
And by...
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
The Inola Longhorns and the Clayton Bulldogs are ready to face off in the 3rd episode this season of I Want Answers. Hello everyone and welcome back to our 4th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. The 3rd set of teams in this season are new to the show, and we gladly welcome the Inola Longhorns and the Clayton Bulldogs. Before the show, we had a chance to meet up with the Clayton Bulldogs. And here we have a chance to meet up with the Clayton Bulldogs. Please introduce yourselves, say your name, your grade, and anything else you'd like to tell us about yourselves.
My name is Gage Clark, and I'm currently a junior at Clayton, and I'm interested in algebra, biology, and I really enjoy tutoring, which I often do at the school.
I'm Tyler Macon. I'm currently a sophomore at Clayton, and I enjoy playing my saxophone, in which I am the first chair in our band.
Hello, I'm Robert. I'm currently a sophomore, and I enjoy playing my trombone in the band, and I'm also a great reader.
Hello, I'm Tyler Brindley. I'm currently a junior, and I am taking college psychology.
The Clayton Bulldogs. We also had a chance to meet the Inola Longhorns. And now we have a chance to meet up with the Inola Longhorns. Again, please introduce yourselves and tell us your grade and anything else you'd like to tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Jacob Eddy. I'm a senior this year, and I'm hoping to go to TU, and hopefully I will pursue a career in game development.
I'm Jesse. I'm a senior this year. I have applied at Oberlin, but I'm not sure if that's where I'm going to go, and my major is undecided. I am the saxophone section leader in a high school band, and I've been invited by the Oklahoma Ambassadors of Music to play with them in Europe next year. So.
I'm Jordan. I am a junior this year, and I am currently the NHS vice president at our school.
My name is Allison. I'm a senior at Inola. I haven't decided where I want to go to college yet. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of scary. But I think I want to major in biochemistry.
Thank you, guys. The Inola Longhorns. Thank you, Longhorns and Bulldogs. So, are you ready to play Inola?
Yeah.
Are you ready to play Clayton?
Yeah.
Are you ready to play audience? Are you ready for questions?
Yes.
Well, that's good because I'm ready for answers. We begin our competition again with the speed round. These are individual answer questions worth 10 points each. Remember, teams, there is no conferring in this round. Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Here's your first speed question. What was the Bastille? Yes, Inola.
A castle.
Incorrect. Clayton, you get a chance. Yes.
A waterway.
Incorrect. A French prison. Next speed question. The first meal this book character shares with her grandfather is of bread, cheese, and fresh goat's milk. Who is she? Yes, Clayton.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Incorrect. I know, Lee, you get a chance. Yes.
Anne of Green Gables.
Incorrect. It is Heidi. Heidi. New speed question. A spectroheliograph would logically be the instrument used for studying what object? Yes, Inola.
The sun.
That is correct. In the 16th century, a council of the Roman Catholic Church attempted to reform such practices as the traffic in indulgences. What was the council called? Time is up on that, sorry. It is Council of Trent. New speed question. What diet fad topped Google search list in 2013? It's so easy a caveman could eat like it. Yes, Inola.
The paleo diet?
Correct. The Mayo Clinic is located in Rochester, Minnesota. Where is Johns Hopkins located? Yes, Clayton.
Maryland.
More specific.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Correct. Lawrence of Arabia became a heroic figure during which major war? Yes, Clayton.
The Third Crusade.
Incorrect. Inola, get a chance. Yes, go ahead.
The First Crusade.
Incorrect. World War I. World War I. Identify the state in which this mountain range is located. Green Mountains. Yes, Clayton.
New York.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Incorrect. It's Vermont. Vermont. One of the best-known outlaws of the Old West was a woman who had been a member of the Jesse James gang before she struck out on her own. By what name was this horse thief, cattle rustler, and stagecoach robber? Yes, Clayton.
Calamity Jane.
Incorrect. Known. Inola, you get your chance. Yes, Inola.
Josie Wiles.
Incorrect. Belle Starr. Okay. His government has taken violent action against protesters. Who is this president of Venezuela? Time's at. That's Nicolas Maduro. Nicolas Maduro. What man was responsible for gaining independence for Vietnam from French colonial domination? Yes, Clayton.
George Valdez.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes, go ahead.
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh is correct. Fred Flintstone's obsession with his favorite sport often interfered with his lame promises to take his wife Wilma out for a night on the town. What was his favorite sport? Yes, Inola.
Bowling.
Bowling is correct. Stevie Wonder, Ronnie Millsap, Jose Feliciano, Ray Charles. What do all these musicians have in common? Yes, Clayton.
They're blind.
They are blind. Very good. Found guilty of organizing the unsuccessful Beer Hall Putsch of 1923, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but was released after 9 months. During his confinement, he wrote part of Mein Kampf. Yes, Inola.
Hitler.
Hitler is correct. And now we have a new addition to our season, a video question. And for this question, it's from the department head and assistant professor of biology at Rogers State University, Dr. Jerry Bowen.
How much blood is there in the average human adult? 10 pints, 12 pints, 14 pints, or 16 pints?
Yes, Inola. 10 pints is incorrect. Clayton, you do get a chance. Yes.
14 pints?
Incorrect. 12 pints or 6 quarts. Either way you could say that. 12 pints. Identify the original source of the line, quote, "A house divided against itself shall not stand." Yes, Clayton.
Abraham Lincoln.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes.
Jefferson.
Incorrect. That would be the Bible, specifically Matthew book 12, verse 25. Chapter 12, verse 25. I can say it right. Next speed question. The highest dam in the United States is 726 feet tall. Name it. Yes, Inola.
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam is correct. A dark brown residue formed by the partial decomposition of plants that grow in marshes and other wet places is called what? Yes, Clayton.
Hummus.
Incorrect. Inola, yes.
Pete.
Pete is correct. In which corner of an envelope must you always put the stamp? Clayton.
Right top.
Correct. Thousands protested against nuclear power in Tokyo to mark the 3rd anniversary of the meltdown of what plant? Yes, Inola.
Fukushima.
Fukushima is correct. What state is Davy Crockett National Forest found in? Yes, Inola.
Texas.
Texas is correct. Identify this academic degree. M.A. Yes, Inola.
Masters.
More information?
Stalling. I don't know.
Okay, give up that. Okay, Clayton, you get your chance.
Master's degree.
Incorrect. Master of Arts. M.A. Master of Arts. New speed. With which ancient kingdom would you associate the rulers Cyrus, Darius, and Xerxes? Yes, Inola.
Persia.
Persia is correct. This British statesman did more than any other man of his time to enlarge the British Empire. In the 1870s, he made a fortune by consolidating most of the diamond mines of South Africa. He willed a large gift to Oxford University to establish a scholarship in his name. Who was he? Yes, Clayton.
Churchill.
Incorrect. Inola? Yes.
Andrew Whitfield.
Incorrect. Cecil Rhodes. Rhodes Scholarship. And that bell means that we're at the end of the speed round. Score at this point is Inola Longhorns with 100 points and Clayton Bulldogs with 30 points. And now it's time that we head into round 2, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by attempting to answer a speed question as before. The team that correctly answers the question will gain the advantage and have the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 5 points each. Once the 3 advantage questions are through, it goes back to speed questions to gain the next advantage. Just a reminder, teams, while the speed questions can be answered by anybody, the answers for the advantage questions must come from your team captain. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I want answers. Here you go. Speed question. For advantage. The Malaysia Airlines jet that disappeared was flying to what destination? Yes, Clayton.
Hawaii.
Incorrect. Inola? Yes.
California.
Incorrect. It was Beijing. Beijing. Still looking for advantage. Dorothy Parker was seldom caught off guard. Claire Booth Luce, meeting her in a doorway, chirped, "Age before beauty." Gliding through the door, Dorothy Parker responded with what biblical phrase? Yes, Inola.
Age before youth.
Not age before youth. Clayton, you get a chance? Yes.
Wisdom before age.
Close. Pearls before swine. You've heard that one, right? Still looking for advantage. It is easier to remember the presidents of the United States than to recall the men that they defeated for office. Determine which election loser was defeated by Herbert Hoover. Was it William Jennings Bryan, George McClellan, Al Smith or Barry Goldwater? Yes, Clayton.
George McClellan.
Incorrect. Inola? Yes.
Brian?
Incorrect. It would be Al Smith. Still looking for an advantage. I'm going to give you an epithet describing a famous person. Then I will give you 4 names. You match the historical individual with the appropriate description. The scourge of God. Is it Attila the Hun, Napoleon, Socrates, or Shakespeare? Yes, Inola.
Attila the Hun.
Attila the Hun is correct, and you guys have the advantage. Your category, Inola, is geography. You give me the current name for each of these places. Ready? Number 1, East Pakistan.
Palestine?
Incorrect. It's Bangladesh. Christiana or Norway?
Netherlands.
Incorrect. It'd be Oslo. Number 3, Dutch Guiana.
French Guiana. French Guiana.
Incorrect. It's Suriname. Suriname. That's okay. Back to speed. Betsy Ross's first flag contained how many stars? Yes, Clayton.
13.
13 is correct, and you have the advantage, Clayton. Your category is Gone with the Wind. So you're excited about that. Number 1, who produced the movie?
Spielberg.
Incorrect. He was not alive at that point. David O. Selznick was him. Number 2, what was the name of Ashley Wilkes' plantation?
Goldwater. The Goldwater plantation.
Incorrect. The 12 Oaks plantation. Scarlett regains her wealth by investing in what type of business?
Sorry.
A little more specific.
Construction business.
Incorrect. I don't think we can count that. It'd be the sawmill business. Sawmill. Back to speed, looking for advantage again. And we have another video question. And this question is from the department head and assistant professor of art at Rogers State University, Mr. Denny Schmickel.
The famous statue of Winged Victory stands at the main entrance to what art museum?
Yes, Clayton.
The Louvre.
The Louvre is correct, and you have the advantage again. Your category this time is prairie animals. Number 1, a bird resembling a grouse and a pheasant.
Prairie chicken.
Prairie chicken is correct. Another name for a coyote.
Wild dog. Prairie dog. Prairie dog.
Incorrect. Prairie wolf. Number 3, a burrowing rodent in North America.
Prairie dog.
Prairie dog is correct on that. Back to speed. How long did George Washington live in the White House?
He didn't. Oh, wait.
Yes, Clayton.
He didn't.
He didn't. Correct. He didn't reside there. It wasn't built yet. Clayton has the advantage again. Your category this time is to name the state in which these tourist attractions are found. Okay. Number 1, Fort Sumter and Hilton Head Resort.
Massachusetts.
Incorrect. It's South Carolina. Mount Vernon and Williamsburg.
Vermont.
Vermont.
Incorrect. That's Virginia. The house where Jesse James was killed and the Mark Twain Cave.
Missouri. Missouri.
Missouri is correct. Back to speed. The practice of choosing titles from another literary works became popular among playwrights and novelists. Can you identify the source from which these titles, The Little Foxes and The Voice of the Turtle, are taken? Yes, Clayton, you made it.
Folk tales?
Incorrect. I know you get a chance. Yes.
Aesop's Fables?
Incorrect. The Bible, specifically the Song of Solomon. Looking back for an advantage again. It can describe a kind of whiskey, but nowadays it's usually applied to a quarterback's running play in which he runs to the side opposite the flow of blockers. What's the word? Yes, Inola.
Blitz.
Incorrect. Clayton, you get a chance? Yes?
Shotgun?
Incorrect. It'd be bootleg. Bootleg play. The English and the French did not establish permanent settlements in the New World until the 17th century. Identify the one of the only two European countries to have established successful colonies. Yes, Inola. Sorry?
Spain.
Spain is correct. The other one is Portugal. You have the advantage. And you are to identify. Identify. Number one, who was stabbed to death on the Ides of March?
Julius Caesar.
That is correct. What queen of France was beheaded in 1793?
Marie Antoinette.
That is correct. What U.S. 1800s judge was more commonly known as the hanging judge?
Was that Warren? Not Warren. Warren.
Incorrect. That'd be Judge Isaac Parker. Unfortunately, we couldn't say Judge Judy, but that's okay. And that bell means that we are done with the advantage round. The score now stands at Inola with 110 points and Clayton with 45 points. We now test the team's ability to think on their feet as we again present the Whirlwind Round. In the Whirlwind Round, the trailing team gets to pick from 1 to 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. Regardless, that team will have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 questions in the category as possible, with each correct answer being worth 10 points. Then the other team gets their 1-minute shot at 1 to 3 categories and answering as many of those 10 questions as possible. Should the trailing team choose a category for the leading team will get to choose a category for the trailing team. We like to keep things fair and square here on I Want Answers. Should any team correctly answer all 10 of their questions within a minute, they will receive 10 bonus points. Clayton, you are the trailing team at this point. Your categories are Bible quotations, on time, or revolutions. You want to choose for yourselves or for Inola?
We'll choose on time for ourselves.
On time for you. Got it. Your minute will start when I finish reading the first question. Okay. Category being on time, all answers are related to the theme of time. Okay. Ready. Number 1, what time is it if it's 2200 hours?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
More specific?
10 o'clock p.m.
Correct. How many seconds are in 1 hour?
3,600 seconds.
Correct. 10 years is known as what?
Decade.
Correct. The revolutions a 45 RPM record makes in 10 minutes total.
450.
Correct. Before being declared dead, a person must be missing for?
48 hours.
48 hours?
Incorrect. This is a method of photography in which individual frames of film are exposed at prearranged intervals.
Time lapse?
Correct. 1,000 years is?
A millennium?
Correct. Which calendar was used before the Gregorian calendar?
Julian calendar?
Correct. This was H.G. Wells's first novel.
Time Machine.
The Time Machine?
Correct. That made it, but your minute is now up. We didn't get to the 10th question. That's all right. Good job. Inola, you get a chance to manage the Whirlwind Round. Your categories are Bible quotations, revolutions, or vocabulary. What would you like?
Anything. Revolutions or quotations. Anyone?
I can't do revolutions, so.
Okay.
Revolutions or
I don't care. Vocabs. Anyone?
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Okay. We can do that. Again, your minute will start after I finish reading the first question. I have a multiple choice vocabulary quiz. Okay. Number 1. Does caustic mean witty, original, bleeding, or sarcastic?
Sarcastic.
Correct. Does cerulean mean red, green, blue, or orange?
Blue.
Correct. Does chide mean scold, praise, anger, or bounce?
Scold.
Correct. Does choleric mean diseased, red-faced, irascible, or uncertain?
Diseased.
Incorrect. Does circumspect mean indiscreet, observed, cautious, or encircled?
Encircled.
Incorrect. Does clemency mean harshness, mercy, plant, or moisture?
Mercy.
Correct. Does cogitate mean stir up, drive, ponder, or bemuse?
Stir up.
Incorrect. Does copious mean abundant, limited, translatable,
Abundant.
Correct. Abundance correct. Does coterie mean small house, group, dressmaker, or party? Time is up on that. It would be group on that one. Well done. All right, so after 3 rounds, the score at this point, Inola Longhorns with 160 points, Clayton Bulldogs with 125 points. We're close. How about a few more speed questions, finish up this match? Yes? Yes?
All right.
Yes. I want answers. Say it.
I want answers.
No, I want answers. You can't say that. It's my line. Back to speed. The European Union is hesitant to level sanctions against Russia because its members rely on what resource from Russia? Yes, Clayton.
Weapons.
Incorrect. Inola, yes.
Oil.
Incorrect. Natural gas. Natural gas. How many speeds does a bike with 3 chain wheels and 5 cog wheels have? Yes, Clayton.
15.
15 is correct. Math question. Remember, you get extra time for this. 1 cubic foot of water weighs 62.5 pounds. What's the weight of 8 cubic feet of water? Yes, Clayton.
50 cubic feet.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes.
5,000?
Incorrect. 500 pounds. 500 pounds. Back to speed. This condiment, made only in Louisiana, has the name of a small river and state in southeast Mexico, situated at the head of the Gulf of Campeche. Yes, Inola.
Tabasco.
Tabasco is correct. Along the banks of this river, you can visit Harper's Ferry, the Lincoln Memorial, and Mount Vernon. Can you name it? Yes, Clayton.
Potomac.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes.
Illinois River.
Incorrect. The Potomac. Potomac River. On second consideration, your mispronunciation was the intended response. You guys do get the point for Potomac. Very good. So Clayton gets points on that. Back to speed question. And upon this act, sincerely believed to be an act of justice, warranted by the Constitution upon military necessity, I invoke the considerate judgment of mankind and the gracious favor of Almighty God. These words ended an address issued by the President in 1863. What was the address? Yes, Clayton.
The Gettysburg Address.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes.
State of the Union Address.
Incorrect. The Emancipation Proclamation. Math question. What is the opposite of the Yes, Inola.
Antipode.
Incorrect. Of the absolute value of the reciprocal of -5. Yes, Clayton.
1/5.
Incorrect. -1/5. Back to speed. Used in the literature of classical Greece, this term refers to excessive pride or arrogance manifest. Yes, Inola.
Hubris.
Hubris is correct. How do you spell chrysanthemum? Yes, Inola.
CHRYSANTHEMUM.
Correct. Very good. Who is the subject of the touching biography by John Gunther, Death Be Not Proud? Time on that, sorry. That would be his own son's biography, his own son. In what mountains do the Basques live? Yes, Clayton.
The Catskills.
Incorrect. Inola. Yes.
The Rocky Mountains.
Incorrect. The Pyrenees. The Pyrenees. Math question. Differentiate y equals the square root of x. Yes, Inola.
Y equals 2x.
Incorrect. Clayton, you get a chance? Yes.
Y equals x to the negative power, negative first power.
Incorrect. It'd be 1 over 2 times x to the -1/2 power, or the related version with the positive exponent. Okay. Either way, it wasn't correct. Oh, but that time does end our competition. Final score with the Inola Longhorns with 190 points. Clayton Bulldogs with 145 points. Well played, both Bulldogs and Longhorns. But the Inola Longhorns will advance. We'll be playing the winner of next week's competition between the Riverfield Ravens and the Hilldale Hornets. Come back next week and see who has the answers here on I Want Answers. To view previous I Want Answers episodes, please visit us on the web at rsu.tv or look us up and like us on Facebook. Just search for I Want Answers. And don't forget to catch us on YouTube. Just subscribe to RSU Public TV. Well, thanks for playing teams, and thank you for playing along, audience, and thanks for joining us as we explore the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. If you knew some of the answers, go thank a teacher. But if you know freedom, go thank a soldier. Until next time, this is your host, Jeff Gaffin, saying good night, everyone.
I Want Answers is made possible by...
After finishing high school, I immediately got married and started my family. Without a college degree, I found that pretty quickly my options were limited. When I started looking around for a college program for working adults, I quickly found that Rogers State was a great fit. They worked with me to get financial aid, offered classes that fit my busy schedule, and gave me personalized attention that I couldn't get at a larger school. Rogers State definitely started me on my professional career.
And by...
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA's low-cost, reliable power touches 75 of 77 counties in Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes in the state, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Today, GRDA's 500-member workforce continues to produce the same power for progress that has benefited the state for over 75 years.
And by...
At OU, you become
a free thinker, a trailblazer,
A teammate.
You become relentless,
Artistic.
Passionate.
Innovative.
OU's #1 in the nation in the number of National Merit Scholars enrolled at a public university and is a leading institution for academic excellence and value.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU, the University of Oklahoma.
And by...
We face the day with purpose. We speak truthfully, if we need to speak at all. Promises are what we keep. Anger is what we don't. Whatever must be done, we do it. Until it's done. Until it's right. We show respect and work to earn it. We live this code. We are this code.
We are cowboys.
Are you a cowboy?
And by...
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.